Episode 3 of that Zed Podcast. Welcome to it. My name is K+, also known as the most hardworking man in show business.
That Zed Podcast. Zambian conversations worth having. We talk to Zambian movers and shakers, the change makers, the achievers. We also discuss interesting topics. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, That Zed Podcast. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Listen to That Zed Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Anchor. That Zed Podcast. Zambian conversations worth having. Hosted by K+.
It's K+, baby.
Business. Today's episode is going to be lit. We're talking to one of the most famous people in this country. Her name is Mutale Mwanza. And I can almost guarantee that today's episode is going to be so sick, no Bugsy. You get it, right?
I do. Hi, K+.
Hi, Mutale. How are you doing?
It's K+, baby.
Looking lit as hell.
Thank you.
I see why it took you 2 hours in the makeup room. It's showing.
You had to put that out.
I had to bring that out. She took exactly 2 hours. We were counting. It took about how long? 2 hours and what? 38 minutes? 2 hours and 23 minutes and 30 seconds to get out here.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. But thanks for putting my business on the streets. Congratulations on your show.
Thank you very much. How are you enjoying it so far, though?
I love it.
I've noticed you're liking all of our posts, and I'm like, yes.
Of course. I must like. I'm a liker. I must be in there.
Support your own.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's really great. It's really dope.
And
it's very, well, how do I put this? It's not anything that you see all the time, because I think with like, for instance, my talk show is your usual studio talk show, or like, you know, a show that you shoot somewhere in the studio in the comfort of the house or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is different. It's cool. We're
it's
shooting
mobile radio. It's mobile radio.
You know what I mean?
That's the whole concept. We're trying to put up a radio station that you can have anywhere.
I love it.
I can't work in a radio station right now, but hey, we can set up something where I can do my radio thing.
You own a radio station right now.
Well, they're busting. And you, let's talk about you and how you're doing in your life right now. You came in a very good car. So what do you listen to, like, when you're coming for an interview like this one?
Like when I was driving
Yeah.
I was listening to Nasty C, Strings and Bling.
I always imagine you listen to something very Zambian, like Chandana K, Maki 2, when coming for an interview like this. I mean, it's that Zed Podcast.
Yeah.
Zambia's top podcast. Hey.
Of course.
Yeah.
I do have quite a number of Zambian songs on my playlist.
So what's on your playlist like right now?
Like
Your top song,
right
yeah.
now, I'm listening to Sheffy, Y Celeb, I think, what's his name? Jedi. Jedi. He's so dope. There's that song.
Yeah.
I'm against it. Say, do you know my Bali? Say, do you know my Bali? Say.
That's the Mutale Mwanza I know, and the kind of music I expect you to listen to in your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk. You know, I saw the car and all that, and it brings me to my first question today.
Mm-hmm.
You have, good cars going. I mean, you've posted some of them, the Range Rover, Ford Rangers and stuff. You're on social media building houses. You've got a very nice house. I've been to your home once or twice before.
Thank you.
Would you say you have arrived? Is this a life you imagined? Like, when I make it, this is the life I'm going to be living. Would you say I've arrived now? Are you in the promised land?
No, I'm not.
So what does success look like to you? What does arriving look like to you?
I don't know. Hey, I feel like as human beings, we're probably never satisfied at any level. I can tell you probably even Elon Musk right now is like, I want more.
Yeah.
I don't think as human beings we are 100% satisfied. I don't think I'm doing too bad for a 34-year-old. I can tell you that for free.
Yeah.
However, no, I have not arrived. I feel like I can do more. I actually feel like my career is at a plateau.
So what do you mean when you say more? What are you looking at? Like, I mean, to many people in like your industry, they're looking at you like, okay, now I more into you. But to you, what's more than this right now?
More is I want to grow my media production house. I want to do more content for TV, hopefully own a TV station. I want to live in a bigger house. I want more shelves for my shoes. I want more shelves for my son's Jordans. I want more shelves for my mom's head wraps. I want to look after more children. I want to send more girls to school. I want to pop more bottles of champagne. I want to give more donations to churches. I want to build 4 churches.
You want to live softer? 4 churches, yo.
Yeah, I want to do things. I feel like I'm far from arriving.
So speaking of church, like every Sunday, are you in like church? I can't imagine Mutale Mwanza in a church. Not that you look like too much of a sinner. I've just never seen you post. I mean, you post about everything in your life, but I've never seen a church post before.
No, church, maybe Christmas. I think my last post was maybe Christmas or New Year.
Yeah.
But you know that I'm a devout Catholic. I haven't been to church in a long time because of COVID. It's been a couple of months. I'll be very honest.
I remember you posting how it hit you so hard. You were in hospital, drips and all that.
Yeah.
My word.
So I haven't been to church, but I do pray online.
Yeah.
I always send my tithes and offering.
Okay.
Via mobile transactions.
Yeah.
And things like that. So yeah, church is always close to me. Otherwise I'd go crazy. Hey, if I didn't have God in my heart. I'm gonna depend.
Now, the person you are today, is this the person you envision? I think I need to bring up this point as well. That we went to the same primary school. You were like an Intake or two behind us.
Yes.
I was in the same Intake with your older sister.
Yes.
We went to such good schools, but then became such kopala. Like, you can't really watch the kopala out of you if you grew up in Kitwe.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Seriously.
That's what it is. It is what it is.
We went to Nkana Trust School.
Yeah.
And is this the life you envisioned? Did you imagine yourself here today when you're in primary school, secondary school, in your teen years?
I imagine myself in Hollywood, but I'm here. So, no.
Do you imagine yourself in media, though, even when you're in primary school?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't imagine myself in media because I wanted to be a lawyer. Growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer. I really wanted to be a lawyer, but we couldn't afford it. So I saw, this whole media thing sort of happened like not really a fluke, but I've always grown up being picked as a narrator. I've always grown up...
Yeah, those Nkana Trust School concerts and all plays.
Acting, dancing, I'm a narrator, and things like that. I never knew that you could actually make a career out of it. So I didn't know that I could actually use my talents to make money.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a lawyer. You know how it is growing up. Your parents ask you, it's the usual, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer. And I thought law would be good for me because I'm talkative.
You're intelligent.
I'm intelligent, thank you. And I want to defend people.
Yeah.
There are things that I stand for and I just want to, continue standing for them.
But that can still happen. I mean, you're 34, so why can't that dream still happen?
Yes, it is going to happen.
Yeah.
I was actually offered a scholarship.
I mean, we had people like Fred Membe going into law school at their age.
Of course. Yeah, it will happen. It's going to happen.
And you're going to have the time with all your busy schedule. I mean, I've seen PAs around you today.
Yes,
clearly, you have that busy schedule. So how are you going to squeeze that law, course into all that?
Anything that's a priority to man, you make it happen. Yes.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Do you miss being on radio, though?
Yes, I do. I do miss being on radio. Yeah.
Let's talk about your history in media. Your beginnings.
Yeah.
Flavor FM. The first time I met you, you were a radio presenter on Flavor FM. How was it getting in, first of all? Did you also audition? Did the great Mutale also have a first audition?
Of course.
How was it?
Yeah.
How was your first audition? Yeah.
Even Alexander the Great never just became Alexander the Great.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So first of all, I got a call from a very good friend of mine at the time, John Cutlass. He had said to me, Gash is opening a radio station, so go and give it a shot. You like celebrities, you like music, you're talkative, you speak well, go and give it a shot. I said, okay, cool. So I called Shalak Chitoshi.
Gash Groove, yes.
Gash Groove, who's legendary. And he said, yeah, well, I'm training different people. So come and audition and let's see how that goes. Yeah. So I auditioned.
How was your first audition, though?
It was great because the first time I spoke into the mic, everyone was like, whoa, her voice was
I get on
so
for no babaika like the rest of us. And I messed up real bad in my first audition. I
love the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
I used to rhyme to Busta Rhymes.
So the mic was
I used to love Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I was watching Oprah. So I already knew the things. I knew a thing or two.
Yeah.
Being a narrator as well, I knew how to speak. Intonations. So going for an audition was like, let's try this. But everyone was so impressed with the clarity of my voice. Yeah. That's one thing that Gesh told me. He said, your voice is so clear. Like, yikes. Wait, what?
Breakfast show mulio.
Yeah. So I was with Bugsy, So Sick.
Yeah.
There was me. There was Mimi. Oh, sorry. Bugsy, So Sick, Mimi, and I.
Correct English, maybe I trust school.
There was like 10 or 16 of us. So we used to rotate. We used to go for training on a rotational basis. And Gesh Groove used to train us, and we did that for 6 months before we actually went on the air, before Flavor FM actually opened in 2008. January 2008 was our test transmission.
Wait, were you also fired from Flavor FM?
No, I resigned.
You resigned there?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving to Hot FM.
Ha ha ha. K plus. Honestly.
Just asking. I can't remember how you left though. Next thing I know, I was doing the breakfast show because you left. I can't remember how you left.
I resigned.
Though. You resigned. Now, what did you move on to from there on?
I moved on to Kumwesu. Actually,
Yes,
I moved on to Good Morning Africa because from doing radio in Kitwe, I moved to Johannesburg. Yeah. And Chuma Piri helped me find a job. Chilulemba was very helpful, in helping me with voiceovers and just teaching me how things work in South Africa in terms of getting an agency, signing to an agency and things like that.
Yeah.
So Chuma and Chilu Lemba helped me a lot. Chuma Piri and Chilu Lemba, shout out.
Yeah.
And Chuma helped me get the job on GMA because he was the main host of the show. So Wale Akinlabi, the production manager and owner, employed me as a field presenter.
So what does Kumwesu come in? Like after GMA? Good Morning Africa.
So after GMA, GMA was my first TV stint.
Ah.
Yes.
How was the transition?
It was
from radio to TV. I mean, cameras and all.
It was okay. It was natural. It flowed. I feel like radio personalities make good TV presenters.
Hey, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, eh?
Okay, I'm speaking for myself. We make good TV presenters.
I say speak for yourself because it's taken me that long to start that Zed podcast. Because
really?
I'm so nervous in front of cameras.
Oh, no.
You may not notice this when I'm doing this, but I am so nervous in front of cameras.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah,
I mean, look at you. You're winging it.
Yeah.
It looks like a walk in the park.
I could have drank something. Speaking of drinking, we'll come into that later.
Yes, so Kumwesu.
Yes, Kumwesu.
So at the time, I was dating someone who really believed in me. And he said to me, look, we've moved to Johannesburg and you're working for someone. Why can't you start your own thing? It's not like I don't have the capacity to help you. So what do you want to do? And I'm like, what I want to do is TV and own a production and do content for Africa Magic. He said, what do you need? I said, I need employees and cameras and lapels and things. And he said, let me buy you the cameras and lapels and things. And he was
let's do this.
Supportive in the building. We registered the company. I employed a couple of people to help me work. I was the production manager, but I was also the presenter.
Was he like your boyfriend or just a blesser?
He was my boyfriend.
Boyfriend slash blesser?
No. He was my boyfriend, but he's just wealthy. Yeah.
I don't see you dating anybody who's not wealthy, though.
I have dated a few average gentlemen.
Like in this life or in a past life?
In this same life.
Like in this, the Mutale Mwanza Lusaka life we know you in?
In this same life. I dated an average gentleman in 20 what? I tried. After my engagement didn't work, I tried dating someone average.
How did that go, though? You're not getting what you want when you want it.
In 2017, I think.
How did that go?
2017 and 2018. It lasted a few months, but he was really nice and I liked it. He used to cook for me. He was really sweet. The guy used to buy me gifts. We used to watch a lot of movies.
But you strike me as a person who likes expensive gifts. So what level of gifts are we talking with this guy, though?
Of course I like expensive gifts, but I'm also just, I'm a girly girl.
Yeah.
Because a lot of expensive things are thrown in my face, it becomes normal and sometimes even a bit offensive, irritating. It's not as attractive anymore. Yeah. Such that if you bring me a bar of chocolate, like a PS with like to my words there, like, that's what he used to do to me. And I was like, let's get married. But he also used to do the shop. And when I say average, it's not like really average. Yeah. Like we're depending on his salary.
Okay.
No. He used to buy me champagne, nice watches. Yeah. But he wasn't rich. He wasn't wealthy. Like.
So could this be the reason for the breakup, though?
No.
Totally different reason.
It was a totally different reason.
Okay, so back to the rich guy.
He was a really nice guy.
Back to the rich guy in Kumwesu. Yes, so he buys you all the equipment and stuff.
That's my favorite ex. Don't refer to him as the rich guy. That's a very nice man.
And we're not going to mention any names, are we?
I mean, I can, except that he's married now.
To protect the innocent. We shall skip that part.
To protect who? I'm sure his wife knows how he feels about me.
Where's my camera? Well.
No, she does. There's just that one girl.
But you guys still communicate or what?
Why would I tell you that on camera?
I mean, how would she know how the wife? How would you know what the wife feels about you?
She just knows. We've had the conversation once. We spoke on the phone.
And
And I'm not saying this in an arrogant way
Yeah.
or try to make it seem as if I would want to
Yeah.
break their marriage.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
It
that
is what it
man
is.
was good to me. I was good to him. We loved each other.
Yeah.
We are not getting back. I love that he's married and I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But for me, he will always be that man. And I know that I will always be that woman for him. But we've gone our separate ways and we respect that and we're happy. But it's just that, there's just that one person in your life. You're just like, ha ha.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Woo! And I mean on every level of his existence.
alekwanisha tonse
No kuchirapo.
abaume. I wish you could mention
Why
his name,
show
though.
me paper?
Oh, crap. I've just remembered the guy.
You remembered him?
I've just remembered because we used to do breakfast a lot after the breakfast show on Flavor FM.
Thank you.
I remember he would take us for breakfast straight. He would pick us up. Not he would meet us at the restaurant and he would pay for the bill.
Okay, plus you just
Yeah.
remember the part for paying the bill.
Yeah, I remember. Well, he's a rich guy. He is the rich guy.
He's still wealthy, but I remember him for things like, he used to, like when we go for dinner,
Yeah.
he would always pull my chair for me. I never used to pull the chair, like when we go to a place, do you even know how to pull a chair for a girl? Or you just know how to make memes on the internet?
Chivalry is dead, yeah?
He's like that guy. Sometimes we'd go home and I'm so tired, I just fall asleep and I
He would massage you to
take
sleep.
I take a peek and the guy's on his knees because I'm that person who loves to pray on my knees.
Yeah.
I don't like to sit and pray
Yeah.
because I fall asleep or I start thinking about something that happened. I want to feel my knees hurt, So I'm on my knees and also it's a sign of humility.
Yeah, true.
So that's something that we used to do as a couple. Like every time we pray,
Knees.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes mafuna ku event or
But
ku
more
dinner.
pepper.
Yeah, in my blankets.
Yeah.
In the blankets. Yeah, Pete, where's the guy? You find that he's on his knees
praying.
And I'm just like, oh, this is embarrassing.
Have you ever dated anybody more prayerful than that, though?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Anyway,
Right
moving-
now,
going
I
back.
mean, yeah, I have. But that guy,
Yeah.
he just had everything. He was circumcised. He was wealthy. He was a gentleman. He believed in me. That man believed in me. And I know I'm going on about him a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, plus I know you're laughing because you're also circumcised. You talked about it on radio a few years ago. And when you went for circumcision, we all knew in Kitwe what was happening. So don't be acting surprised. I'm sorry to your family and friends, but that's what it is. Circumcision is good, guys. This is not a circumcision advert. But yeah, that man was a good man.
Expose me now. Just expose me.
But you talked about it.
On radio.
You talked about it on radio.
And for free.
Yes.
Without even getting money from
And this
the
is
circumcision, whatever institute that was.
Yeah, and this is like many, many years ago. You spoke about it. And
Yeah.
I will give you, I will commend you because you inspired a lot of people. I know
Serious,
4 people. I mean, I wish I could mention them.
Who went
But
for
I
it
know
after?
4 people who went for circumcision after you talked about it. And they said, no, K Plus was talking about it on radio and I want to be circumcised and what. Even my mom took my nephew for circumcision after you.
After I said it.
There, you go. There you
Damn
go.
influential, guys.
Of course.
Guys, put some respect on my name, eh? Switcher. Are you circumcised, by the way? Put some respect on my name. I'm influential. Alpha. Martin, put some respect on my name. Anyway.
Okay, now I need like a circumcision ranger. Tick, 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 tick. All who are not circumcised, raise your hands. Gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes, where were we?
Before we got to circumcision, we're talking about this guy and his attributes. So then we're getting back to Kumwesu now. So he gets all the equipment, he buys you all the equipment and stuff. So you set up the studio,
His attributes, he believed in me.
Okay.
In life, you need the person to look into your eyes and say, look, you're loud.
Yeah.
You can be a lousy human being sometimes and you make mistakes, but I love you and I believe in you and I know you can do this. And that man looked at me every day for 4 years and he believed in me. Imagine wakusha omuntu first of all kukitwe. Wamutwala ku kyalo kya bene. Wana mukumubiriva mundi amwine mu kyalo kya bene.
Yes.
Mute yabe na boy, mute yabe na bonango, mute yabe na shan. He was just like,
That
man believed in me.
And
I will never forget him for that.
Sweet stuff, man.
So he got the equipment. I started Kumwesu.
Yeah.
The first season aired on Africa Magic.
Yo, how was that feeling though? On an African platform.
I cried because Kumwesu was like like your mashariki mix, like your 53 extra, but for the Sadiq region.
And it's your thing.
And it was my baby. A lot of people just used to look at me and think, oh, she's just a presenter. But no.
The something must have been really heavy from that show, though.
But of course.
Something.
Of course. That's why I started making my real money. This is in 2013.
Yeah.
This is when now I started making the gualas. It's okay. We all have different paths.
Yeah,
Look at you
mangu
now.
taipira pamoja, true.
Taipira pamoja. Naona uwina pa ino stande kutina. Eh? Letina fyo kulumba nipa mwela pano.
Pabantu.
Tiba kukonka ba dek.
So Kumwesu, you did like how many seasons of Kumwesu?
We did 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
I did 3 seasons with him. The first 3.
Yeah.
And then we had problems in our relationship.
So you guys broke up and you went the 4th season alone.
Went the 4th season with other presenters.
So what broke you up though?
We broke up.
You
know, I lived in SA for how many years? 4 years? I lived in SA for 4 years, and he was very protective about me coming back home. I only came, in that 4 years I lived there, I only came back home once for Christmas. And when I came back, that's when I found now some of the things that he was doing, who he was doing, how he was doing, and I said, I
can't do this.
Even me, I want to be doing. I was really hurt.
Gender equality, eh?
No, not really. I was just really hurt by his actions, and I said, I can't do this anymore.
So how do you move now from Kumwesu to Hot FM?
How I moved from Kumwesu to Hot FM is when I was doing Kumwesu.
Yeah.
I once came to, I was invited by the Zambian Music Awards, Zambia Breweries, to come and present an award.
Yes, the mostly ones, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was invited as a presenter. So I came to present one of the awards that Shefi and Afunika actually won it. Yeah. In 2014 or 15, I can't remember.
Yeah.
So when I came, I met a gentleman called Muka Bola.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said to me, Abby's nodding her head. Hi, Abby. So Muka said to me, yeah, no, I've watched you on TV and I like how you speak. So if you ever come back, please hit me up.
Feel free.
You need to be on Hot FM. You need to join the hottest radio station in the land. I said, yeah, why not? So when things were crumbling for me in South Africa in my relationship, and my partner at the time told me, now this thing, so we started, now, you know, like, we're not even together, blah, blah, blah. Now what's going to happen? I said, well, I'm going to get paid. Like, just send me my check.
That's it.
And then let's just employ other people. Let other presenters come and take it on.
Yeah.
Kasanthin.
Mula.
Copy. And just make sure my name's still on the end credits.
Executive producer.
Thank you.
Okay.
And it was a devastating time for me, I'll be honest, because I really cared about that man. I know that he really cared about me.
I can tell from the way you know, your emotions when you speak about him right now. I can tell a lot happened. And a lot, you know, he left like an indelible mark on your heart. And yeah.
But I met somebody.
But if opportunity presented itself, would you get back?
No, I wouldn't get back with him. No way. No.
Don't wake it up, Malush.
Yarate malushi. Iria ni tibon. Wadia tibon waluka tibon. Iri fie.
Solid.
Yeah,
but if it's still edible, then why not?
No.
Yeah.
I met somebody way better.
Oh, you're dating now?
I've been dating. I just pretend that I'm single. You guys believe that shit? Oh, did I say shit on the Zed podcast? Bleep this shit.
Anywho. So the person you're dating right now, like all the attributes you spoke about, you know, the other guy. Is he giving it a soft life as well? Like, is he getting, like, you know, you spoke so highly of the other rich guy. Is this also like a rich guy?
He's wealthy, and he's an amazing guy.
Your facial expressions.
Amazing.
I pause there because your facial expressions, like, amazing.
Yeah, like, because I'm dramatic. I'm a lot.
Is he also circumcised though?
I'm not speaking about my partner to the masses. Oh my gosh!
Because you're so free about talking about the other one.
Because he's not in my life anymore.
All right, we move on.
This one, if we get married, I will never say. If we break up, I'll come and tell you. After all, he wasn't even. No, after all, he was.
We'll keep it for then.
Let's just say he's really good in bed. He's great.
Hands together, guys. He's made it in life.
We've been together many years. I just pretend. Okay. You know, it's like me talking about, I'm not really pretending, but it's just that sometimes I want to make people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And sometimes I want people to think a few things about me, but they don't really know me. And I'm sitting there thinking, do you really think I'm single? I mean, take one good look at me. I And listen, also being single is not. There's nothing wrong with being single.
Yeah.
There was a time, genuinely, I was single for a long time, and it was nice. It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. I got a chance to find myself. I could go to sleep without, worrying about my phone. To chawa.
Usual relationship issues, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're single, it's okay. If you're in a relationship, it's still okay.
It's fine.
The only thing is
It is what it is.
I've just been pretending. It's been a con for a while. Yeah.
So your life at Hot FM now. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. That was a good. I heard that phrase for the first time from you. Like you'd raise a topic, you, Flavor, and the other presenters, and you'd say, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Hot FM. Yeah, your life there. How was it? How would you describe your life at Hot FM?
It was great.
Okay.
I miss Bazak.
Yeah, God rest his soul, man.
I know.
Very calm man. I'd come to Hot FM and have a conversation anytime. His door was always open. Very calm man. I loved him.
Kali was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. But my time there was... It was nice. It brings a lot of sad memories because, some people that like Bazak. Oscar's still there. But Zach was always like the calm one.
Yeah.
He was very tolerant. Oscar's a good boss, but his tolerance levels compared to Zach's, no.
I always felt, those two running Hot FM, those good cop, bad cop.
Yes.
Those are the vibes I was getting.
Yeah.
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 But I think they made it happen that way.
Yeah, that's what made it happen.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. I loved radio there. It was nice.
Until that post that got you fired.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about that though.
That what?
That what? The post.
We talk that.
Well, let's start with the post that got you fired, and then you getting fired.
Yeah, I got fired because of that post. It's nothing I'm proud of, and I apologized for it. It was a post in bad taste.
Yeah.
And I got fired, and I cried. I was sad. I think I drank 3 bottles of wine that night.
Yeah.
Honey was with me. We cried, and we crew.
And
it
crude.
Was.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Rumor has it you got that letter the same time social media did.
Mm?
You got it the moment we were seeing it, you were seeing it the same time. You didn't get like an official letter.
No.
Wow.
I got it officially
where were
on my phone.
Where were you? What was happening around when you got that letter? The dismissal letter, you're fired.
I was at home. I was
Yeah.
sitting on the edge of my bed. I think I was sending emails or something.
Yeah.
And then I got it. Well, I got it officially on my phone, not
Yeah.
like a hard copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think a few seconds after that, that's when I saw that social media was actually burning with the same info.
Social media probably saw it before you.
No, I don't think so.
Same time.
Maybe a few minutes. I don't think the same time. I saw it first and then...
How would you describe your emotions in that second that, if you get to the last full stop, you finished reading the dismissal letter? How would you describe your emotions in that, that minute?
They were everywhere. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. And then I started trying to call my boss frantically because
Yeah.
I know that Oscar's got a really bad temper.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, is he maybe angry with me?
And
Like, is this something that I can rectify? Can I call and speak to him and
Yeah.
see if we can have a conversation? But when I saw it on social media, I'm like, this is as serious as a heart attack. I don't think he's angry because he had forgiven me for a couple of other things in the past.
Yeah.
So when I saw it on the socials, I was like,
This is official. Like a referee whistle, the final whistle.
it's a wrap, it's a shawarma, it's a taco, it's a fucking burrito. Bleep that shit. Oops.
About the F word. We're still coming to that, though. We're still coming to that. Mutale! Yo! No, you're a handful. I really would have loved to do this interview from home, so I would also interview your mom and just, find out what it was like, raising you.
It was lovely. It was lovely. My mom's my mom. You obviously know my mom ain't going to say nothing bad about me.
No, I've actually interviewed your mom a little bit. Like, I remember when we were in Kitwe. Remember the time I came to your home at the flat? I asked her, like, what was it like raising Mutale? No, Mutale has always been this kind of person who loves attention. She loves the microphone. Really, she's a nice lady.
Yeah,
really
she
calm,
is.
nice lady. I love her.
Thank you.
The dismissal letter, yes. So your emotions were all over the place.
Yeah.
So can we get to now life after Hot FM? Like,
Wow.
what were you doing? How were you making your money during Hot FM? I mean, I know it wasn't just on radio, but were your finances like a bit shaken, or was your life a little shaken after being dismissed from Hot FM?
Yeah. Shaken in the sense that, yes, it did take away one source of income.
Yeah.
from the many sources of income that I have.
Okay.
And sad because I miss radio and I love being on Hot FM. I miss the phone-in programs. Those are things that I can't do with what I'm doing right now. So those are things that I miss, and just working with Flavor and Peasy and Honey and things like that. Yeah, I miss those things.
I think we should open a radio station together.
I don't want a radio station. I want a TV production company first, and then a TV station.
Yeah, why not?
No, you do radio.
I'm the radio guy.
You're the radio guy.
Yeah, I love radio, man. I just had to start this podcast.
Just open a radio station called That Radio Station.
Yeah, that's a tough name, though. Ah, crap, that's a really tough name.
Hey, good morning. You're listening into That Radio Station.
Yeah,
no other station can beat this radio station.
Guang, guang, guang.
If you guys decide to ever use this, you owe me money.
Well, if we patented before...
Switcher, guys, write that down. Marty, Mambela.
So now that you're no longer on radio, you talk about that income going, how are you managing your life now?
So while I was on Hot FM...
Yeah.
Okay, this is something that I've always known. Being a Christian...
Yes.
Yeah. There's a verse in the Bible that talks about talents. So God gives you talents... Right?
Yeah, use them.
You use them. Don't be that person who buried. Don't be that person that
You are the first
complains.
guy who was given 8 and brought back 10.
10. Yeah, cheaper.
15.
54. 54, my
Live
guy.
full, die empty. Judgment day, be like, God, I used up every talent you gave me.
Yes.
You want to be that girl, that guy.
So I really stand by that Bible, the parable.
Yeah.
Because it's important. And we take things lightly, but these things should apply to our day-to-day lives. I mean, look at you, K+.
Yeah.
You have the ability to do voice adverts. Then
Yeah,
you
true.
can do TV. Then you can do radio. Then if you've got a following on social media, you can charge for posts on your page. You can do so many things and not limit yourself. And I learned that while living in South Africa, because they had already started using social media for monetary value.
Yeah.
So when I was coming back, I already knew that cash cow right now should be social media. So I need to get my numbers up. 1. Then I can monetize. Secondly, while I was in South Africa, I was signed to a talent agency.
Yeah.
Of course, for my voice, because Chilulemba had taught me, okay, get on the voice bank, do this. So make sure you do ads. I was the female voice for GoTV Africa at the time. So when I came back, I was still trying to do voices and things like that. So I continued. Even while I was working for Hot FM, to this day.
Yeah.
While at Hot FM, even after Hot FM, I still do voiceovers. For those who don't know what a voiceover is, I'm happy to explain, because I get asked all the time how I make my money. So, hey.
Exactly, I was coming to that, because people accuse you of sleeping with somebody high profile in politics. Like in the PF government, you were accused so many times of sleeping with somebody high up in the government then.
Who?
I have no idea.
High
the
up
rumor would just be somebody high up.
Like who?
Like, how does Mutale make her money? It didn't make sense to a lot of people. Like, how does Mutale make her money?
Yeah, that's, those rumors come from people with, I think, a very backward mentality. People who think other people can't excel.
Yeah.
Look, K+, I could sleep with anyone. It doesn't translate into money. I can sleep with Switcher. Does it translate into money?
But if you sleep with somebody rich, maybe.
It doesn't. Even if I sleep with somebody wealthy, he will just switch off his phone.
And that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that? I can sleep. I can sleep with anybody in a high place, and then that's it. They've slept. I've slept. We've both slept. And then where's the money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's nonsensical, and it's pathetic for anyone to constantly say that. But I will be happy to tell you how I make my money. I'll be happy to share.
Break it down like a fraction for us.
I should really have a conference to do this, and I'm planning on having a conference say...
No. We bring that up because, well, you're in a position where you can inspire many.
Of course.
I mean, there's some girl watching right now, and she's probably, trying to get some inspiration from me. How does Mutale make her money?
Of course. I'm going to have a conference called How I Fucking Did It. I will charge 100 kwacha for a ticket, and then you can come and learn. But for the purpose of this interview, I'm happy to tell you that I'm a voice artist.
Okay.
What is a voice artist? You know that voice that makes adverts? If there's an event, and now is peak for events, right?
Yeah.
There's parties every day, there's galas, end of year, this and this. They say, Mutale, come and record and do a voice for us. And I will go in the studio and I'll record, so K+ is having a party on the 19th of October. Please buy a ticket and come and
Yeah.
That's what voice artists do. That's 1. I'm a voiceover artist.
Okay.
2, I am signed to a voice facility on 2 mobile networks in this country that enables me to post voice blogs every day.
Yeah.
And people subscribe to my blog. So I don't need to leave the house to make money. All I do is get my cell phone.
Yeah.
And I post a blog or a voice blog, and I just tell you what I'm thinking, or I share something inspirational. And I love talking to people and fans. Well, they listen. There's no interaction, as in back and forth, but they listen to what I have to say. And they subscribe to my blog. I get paid for that on a monthly basis. That pays me. Okay? Secondly. Thirdly, I do ads for companies. It could be physical. I could be the girl, walking into a store for something. That is money. So I have what is called a rate card. So for all those different services I just mentioned, and that's just a small part of it, it costs money. So if you want to use Mutale Mwanza's voice for an advert, my manager will give you a quotation. They'll give you my rate card. So how long is the advert? Is it 30 seconds? Is it 1 minute? We will charge if it's 5,000 kwacha. It will charge 10,000 kwacha, depending on what company it is, how long it's running for, and for as long as it's running, I will continue getting paid.
And all of this is coming from your popularity now.
It's not from my popularity now.
And your skills.
These are things that I've been doing from as far back as South Africa. In South Africa, I was signed to a talent agency. I used to do voices for GoTV. You understand? So I'm only bringing it here. I didn't just start yesterday. I started in 2012. Kumwesu still pays me royalties. I'm making money off that. And then I told you I only got deprived of one source of income.
The Hot
I had
FM
two
income.
stable incomes, which I can say these are my jobs, Tuvange Lifestyle and Hot FM. So when the Hot FM income dropped, I remained with my other job, which is TVW on DSTV. And I get paid a monthly salary of X amount, and I pay taxes to the Zambian government. That's another source of income. And then I charge for posts on my social media. If you want to post something on my Facebook, my manager will be happy to give you a rate card. If you want me to walk into the store in your shop and advertise your products, that's another rate. It could cost you between 3,000 kwacha to 100,000 kwacha. It depends on what you want. Then I'm a brand ambassador for different products. I represent Shah's Cosmetics. Oh, am I allowed to? Okay, cool. So I represent Shah's Cosmetics, for instance. That's a local makeup line. I get paid for that. Yeah?
Okay.
I was doing work for Infinix.
Yeah.
That's a check.
Yeah.
So there are all these companies, MTN, Zamtel. Woo, it's a lot. And then apart from that, I also MC. If you want me to come and MC at your event, I will charge you for that. It's going to cost you at least about 25,000 kwacha to get me out of the house.
Like I was talking about, popularity.
So
all
that's
this is coming from you're getting
how
endorsements
I make
and all.
my money.
Yes.
So stop asking me
If
how
you're
I make my
sleeping with
money.
whoever.
If I'm sleeping. Yes, I'm sleeping with a man.
Your man.
My partner, we sleep. Sometimes I also sleep alone. But that does not translate into money.
Yeah.
If he gives me an allowance, or if he gives me money for shopping or whatever, those are perks of a relationship.
Yeah.
What defines me
But
are
you
my
can stand
talents.
alone. You can stand alone. You're
I
independent.
stand alone. Let's go back to the parable. The talents.
Talents, yes.
Have you understood the talents I've just given you? I have over
You've used up almost everything that God gave you.
I have over 600,000 followers on my Facebook.
Yeah.
When companies want to place adverts, I charge. That's money. So if I make some money and I come back and I say, M Nation, I want to reward you because that's what I like.
Yeah.
My nation is amazing. My followers are great. If I've made 10,000 kwacha from posts, I can remove 2,000 and give back.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some people say, hey, no,
It's you giving back what God gave you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Companies have seen that there's 600,000 people living here.
Let's reach
We
them.
want to place our products, and the beauty about my brand is that it moves units.
Yeah.
I'm not that social media influencer who posts things and
you
it's
leave it there.
stagnant.
Yeah.
If I post something, things sell off the shelves.
Would you pinpoint any incident that brought you to where you are today? The Mutale Mwanza we know today. Is there any incident that brought you to where we are today? The popular Mutale Mwanza.
I think it's all of these things I've mentioned, hey?
Okay.
Yeah, it's all of these things I've mentioned. I can't pinpoint one particular thing because there are different players that have made me who I am. So you see Gesh Chishala Chitoshi.
Yeah.
I'm basically a protege. That man told me everything I know in radio. Everything.
Yeah.
From speaking into the mic, what not to say, how to say, when to say.
How to say
be
it.
natural, all of those things. He taught me that.
Normal accent.
I moved to South Africa.
Yeah.
Chilulemba helps me with voiceover.
How to manage your voice in a microphone.
This is how you need to manage your voice, and this is how you can monetize. Chuma Piri teaches me television, takes me to GMA. I come back, Muka, Oscar, Zach, radio. Then Costa Mwanza, Rala was on radio, gave me a chance to have my own talk show on Diamond TV. The Mutale Mwanza show actually started from Diamond TV.
You interviewed me on that show. Yeah, I remember that much.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you see that from 2008 up to now, I've been pushing. I've just been trying. So Costa Mwanza helps me with that. And then a few things happen. J-Rocks is Tuvange lifestyle. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that much, yeah.
So J-Rocks also says, okay, he wants a show with 4 different personalities and girls.
And there you
Who's
are.
he thinking? Natasha, Mutale, Michi. Let's go. So now I have J-Rocks as part of my, you know what I mean? So it's different personalities, different people who've helped me become who I am.
You've mentioned Costa Mwanza.
Yes.
Can we talk about you cussing on live TV? What was that about? Was it a PR stunt or?
No. It wasn't. You know my issue with alcohol, hey? Do you know my thing with alcohol? I don't drink much. So I went to the awards and had like 3 glasses of wine. And here's the thing, I don't drink much. Yeah. Somebody once called me like, this girl is the cheapest dates. That's why she drinks champagne. Because nenga na namu fe kamofi, nish chap. Yeah. And usually I'll just say, can I just go home before I make a fool out of myself? You know what I mean? So I think I had like 3 glasses of wine and I was genuinely excited. However, it's inexcusable for me to even want to use alcohol or my story or history with alcohol. I did have 3 glasses of wine, and what I did was just inexcusable. And I am sorry for it.
You know, a lot of people call it a PR stunt because just the next day you had a T-shirt printed with an apology.
I've never had a T-shirt printed with an apology.
Wasn't that... what was on you wore on Monday? Was it... What was that again, Abby?
What was it? What?
What was that printed on a T-shirt again? I can't remember that post.
Me?
Yeah, the white T-shirt. Who posted that white T-shirt on Monday? Wasn't it you?
No.
Anyway, the apology. Are you sorry, really?
Oh, is that the T-shirt saying, I blame it on, I was tipsy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. That's just people and their memes and things. That photo shoot, Tony Media, that was my... Wow, those are pictures from 2018.
No way, serious?
Yeah, I was wearing blue denim shorts and a white shirt with blonde hair.
Do not believe everything you see on social media, guys.
That's an old photo shoot.
Yeah.
Do you remember there was a time I was talking on a video and I was saying, I'm the Beyonce of Chamboli. I was wearing black. That was a photo shoot that I did with Tony. One of the outfits was me in black, a black tux. One, I was wearing a long skirt with a high slit. Those are the same images from Tony Media from 2018. Then I think somebody just cut, copy, paste, whatever. I never.
Serious, eh?
No.
Speaking of social media, can we talk about a few comments that were posted like immediately after your cussing on live TV? Somebody said Mutale last night giving Sean Tembo a taste of his own medicine. Your comments on that?
He had 0. That's all.
That was, okay, there's one from, where's that one? This is Dingindaba Jonah Buyoya. Nafuevene, palasta tukana nensere. Okay.
I love Jonah, regardless. I think he's doing really great in his career. And you can't blame the Diamonds for having opinions. Yeah. Because ultimately what I did was just unethical.
Yeah.
So if Jonah has to say that, I understand. Because it was just wrong.
Chabs Mwanza says, the way Sean Tembo makes us feel the whole time is how Mutale Mwanza made him feel last night. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. No comment. It is what it is.
Listen, with Sean Tembo, it's not like there's beef or anything. Or it's not like I don't like him. I just feel like a joke should be taken as just that. It was just a joke. Like, guys, he had zeros in the just past general election. The zeros are there. They're well documented. We know them. We saw them. Yeah. The zeros are there. That's not to say in the next general elections he'll still have zeros.
Yeah, true.
You never know.
You can pick it up from there,
I don't know what his destiny is. And I wish him well. And I hope, he moves from zeros to thousands to millions.
To winning.
But in that particular moment, where we are right now is that his legacy is the 0.
Mutale Mwanza is a liberal in a conservative nation who created a moment at an award show. My only issue is mixing politics and entertainment at awards. I've watched American TV my whole life, and the only time you see a politician at awards is doing a pre-recorded speech via satellite. Mixing entertainment with politics. Your thoughts on that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think Sean is doing great on social media, and I think I said it. I think he's gotten more numbers. He's witty now. You know, he's doing his thing. I don't want to involve myself in politics in that sense, but the zeros, it's a joke. It's something we all talk about.
It's still going around. Anyway.
Everybody, zero. But I mean, I say it, and all of a sudden it's like, no, how can you say it? Like, you guys didn't see the zeros? Even he laughed. If he was meant to be offended by my joke, I think then he would have walked off, or he would have done something outrageous. But he didn't.
Yeah.
He laughed about it.
Yeah.
So I don't see why everybody's getting their knickers tied in a knot about zeros that we all saw. He had zero, No my name station.
What was the reaction of the people you seated with at the table? I saw Makitu seated behind you in the photos and stuff. How did they all take this when you went back?
I don't
After
know.
cussing and Sean Temple on
I
stage.
actually can't remember anything after that. I walked off and it's just like, gang, 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 gang.
Guang, guang, guang.
Everybody was like, there was just laughing. Everybody was like, you're crazy. Where? And I was just like, exit time. I gotta go. I left at that point.
Just after your award, you left?
Yes, I had to. Exit wounds. I think I sat on the table for a few minutes. And I was like, I think we need to go.
It's that
I told
time.
my security we need to go.
Overstay my welcome here.
No. I just it felt like it was time to go. I would have loved to stay longer and drink more wine, but no.
But to me, this begs the question. What matters most to you? Integrity, respect, or numbers?
All of them.
All of them tied up in a knot.
All of them tied up together. The thing with integrity is this.
Yeah.
You know me on a personal level.
Yeah.
So you know what I stand for. You know what I can take, what I can't take.
Yes,
right?
true. Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's been so much malice on social media. Right?
Yeah.
So much malice and so many stories about me that people think I don't give a damn about integrity, but I do. However, integrity doesn't mean stopping a person from living their life. What people will not do is tell me how to live my life. What you will not do is tell me what I should do with my son and my mom and myself. What you will not do is tell me what I should do with my body because it's mine.
Yeah.
And don't also express ignorance when you give advice. People are allowed to go to the beach. What do people wear at the beach? People go on family holidays and they're at the beach with their family.
Yeah.
If I do it, it's a conversation.
With beads around your waist, yeah.
No. I've never worn beads
on your
with
vacation.
My family.
Yeah.
I've never.
Those just with you
I
by the
did that
pool.
on a solo tip,
At the
and I
pool.
wore the beads,
Yeah.
and I think they're beautiful. Tiwa Savage wears beads around her waist, and we're like, that's nice.
But if Mutale does it.
wear our own beads, and it's a problem. If Beyonce wears the beads, it's like, So we should check ourselves.
But how do you handle the criticism, though? You're always getting criticism. Warikosa. How do you handle all that? Like,
Because my
do
mama.
you read everything?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I see a few things, and I'm like, okay, but some people look foolish.
Okay.
Because like I was saying, when I'm at family holiday, I'm beach, mulina abana, munepanga ma sand castle. Nishufuere bubu. Now the father will be in shorts. Okay, tell me, how do you go on a family holiday at the beach with your kids?
I'll be in shorts, my belly out.
And your wife will be in what?
Her bikini.
In her bikini or her swimsuit.
Yeah, true.
So what is the problem? It now becomes a conversation about how, oh my God, Mutale's son is now seeing things. So if my sister takes my son to the beach and she's wearing, she's with her husband and the kids are wearing, so
does it
is
make
that
it any
a moral
different?
issue? It's not a moral issue. It's your sick mind and your primitivity. You're primitive.
Yeah.
If I'm going to the beach and I'm doing somersaults, people do somersaults at the beach. But
Live your life.
If you choose to freeze an image of me with my legs in the air, it's you who's sick. Because in that moment, I'm having fun. And I want to apologize for having fun. I will continue living my life because fish feel ubene.
Yeah. Speaking of your son, what about your life would you love your son to emulate? You've had a lot going on in your life. Controversy, criticism, cussing at live shows. But what about your life in particular? Would you love your son Mwape to emulate?
The one that he wants for himself. And I think I've done like a really good job with him.
Yeah.
My son is like the total opposite of me.
He's like a really cool guy. I mean, I've come to your home and the guy's like so chilled.
Yes, because
he's like a really cool dude.
Because that's another part of me that you will never see. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
I am, and my son is just like
head honcho.
I'm sure he probably rolls his eyes. He's like, yo, but celebrity kubantu but pano.
I want to be like him when he grows up.
Yeah,
when I grow
because
up.
my son has to wash the plates. And he's just like, Mom, I wanted him to be an altar boy.
Yeah.
Just that now he's become a bit older. I think the Catholic, they changed rules a bit.
Yeah.
But I nikampenga. Na leo kusande pa church nuts. I need to see you serving in church because
So
you
you're
and I
doing all this
we're not
for
the
his moral
same.
compass.
Yes.
Okay.
He loves football. He loves basketball, but he is the complete opposite of me. He doesn't even talk much, and when he says something, I know that this is something that has really hurt him because he's chilled. He's like he's the what? He's so chilled. It's like it shocks me too.
But how much of you do you see in him?
Not much. Not much. Not much. Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
I think in the dad. Because
Sorry. Look at me coughing now.
I'm sorry.
Not much.
Not much. Not much.
Okay.
What?
It's a throwback.
I know.
It's a throwback
I know.
to the previous government.
I know.
Mutale, I want to take you through things that you used to make people go through on radio. Just a bit of trivia. Come on, let's just play a little game. And we need to be fast on this
but
one.
wait,
60 seconds.
I'm a bit sweaty. Like I need my team. Can my hair get
No
straightened
problem.
a
It's
bit?
that Zed Podcast.
Natalie, please help me.
It's that Zed
Like, does my
Podcast.
hair still look okay? Is my dress okay? Am I sweating?
We don't even need to edit this. It's that Zed Podcast.
Is
Feel
the
free to
food
do anything.
ready?
Is the food ready?
Can I have a drink? The Zed Podcast actually.
There's water here.
Thank you.
We've already ordered food for you, though.
I don't want water. Who said I want water?
It's sparkling. Does that make any difference?
I don't like sparkling water actually.
What if I alkaline water?
I just want like a virgin mojito.
Yeah.
I'm starting this keto diet, so I need to cut off the alcohol completely. And then you know what? Can you imagine people saying alcohol abuse, alcohol abuse?
Yeah, you're 3 glasses.
Umuntu kunoma 2 glasses of wine at alcohol abuse. You koko mu boom kai 3 days mure no at alcohol abuse. I want to wait more. Which more be
Mutale, that's the trivia. Your favorite fast food joint?
I can't be promoting people who haven't paid me. That's business. They should give me
Umunkoyo or chibuku with milk?
Umunkoyo. Oh no, chibuku with milk. And sugar. And sugar.
I knew it was going to end there.
Yes.
I thought so.
Thank you.
Put your favorite emoji face. Your favorite emoji face.
I can't because it's a bomb.
Which one?
The bomb.
The
The
bomb
black
itself.
bomb. Yes.
I'm surprised you picked that one. I was expecting you to be laughing with tears dropping because that's one you send to me almost every time we chat.
Because I'm a happy chappy.
It's like your go-to emoji. The one with it's not an emoji. It's what?
Yes.
It's a GIF.
Yes.
Yeah, the chick with the tears rolling down her cheeks.
I like the bomb. It's like, bish, 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 bish.
Describe Mutale in 3 words.
God-fearing, loud, kind.
Your go-to PK Shala song.
Namusonda.
I love that song, man.
Or the other one
Classic.
about Kunganda, Shiny. No, is that B13 Musakile?
Yeah,
no,
Namusonda.
Namusonda. Yeah.
That's we kala kuinji kala pabi.
B14
Yeah,
Musakile.
That's Namusonda.
Yes.
All right, cool. What's your definition of a strong woman?
Strong woman is one who prays, one who... Thank you. Thank you.
Celebrity.
Kalenga.
Emukwai. Yeah.
One who's able to rise every time she falls.
Best advice you've ever been given. Best advice you've ever been given by anyone.
Give 0 fucks.
Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
What's your favorite dish?
Shomeka.
No. You're not going to put that
I got
primary
you.
school dry joke, though. That's such a
Okay, that's
kind of
dry.
school dry joke. Come on, yeah. And what's your
that's-
favorite dish? Shomeka.
Okay, that's dry, yeah. I
Can I
agree.
kapang kana trust ka dry joke?
Hey, kind of a dry. But
It's like a throwback,
Throwback. My favorite dish is an Alfredo pasta.
Best line from your favorite local artist?
Yeah. It's your boy.
Which boy?
When Sheffy said, Nalishuka, Shakulo Mututu. Ati, that part, Ninebo Idia type Taba Fiala Fiala.
I remember you sing that on radio like every day, yo.
Yes. But
Yo.
it's something like Yala Yala.
Shakulo Mututu.
There you go.
What was the last experience that made you stronger?
The F-bomb.
Oh, from a few days ago, the F-bomb.
From a few days ago.
Have you ever had an experience that you thought was bad, but actually turned out, for your good?
Yes, when I got fired from Hot FM.
How was that good, though?
How did that turn to be good?
Yeah.
I got more popular. It's funny. After I got fired, I got really popular because everybody wanted to see the girl who was fired.
Yeah.
My numbers went up, and then there are brands that really just wanted to work with me.
Because you got fired and your numbers are up now.
Imagine, up like most men at 4 a.m.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
You get it?
I get
You
it.
got it. Brands wanted to work with me. I was able to now discover who I really am and what my purpose really is. Even though discovery is, I think, something that happens every day.
Yeah.
But I've been able to now think, okay, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? I've always wanted to do TV. I did this with Kumwesu a few
Yeah.
years ago. Let me give it another shot.
What was
Let's
the-
try this media thing again.
Yeah.
Mutale, I was very comfortable working for Hot FM because it was nice. I have a job. I have another one at Tuvange. I was comfortable, but being fired took me out of a box.
Yeah.
And I started doing other things, and I was going hard. Now I want to employ more people. I want to do more. Now I'm traveling. I'm being invited for interviews
It was a
internationally.
blessing in disguise, the silver lining, yeah?
I'm like,
What
Token
was
Makino wants to sit down for an interview with me on Honey TV?
Yo.
Me? I'm like, what?
Okay, moving on with the trivia.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you ever bought in your first salary? Your first salary. What was the thing that you run to?
My first salary.
Yeah.
I think I must have bought my son something.
Okay.
Mwape. Yeah. Calais. I think so, yeah.
Oh, you had your first job and your mom was already born.
Yeah. In 2007, I was training. That's when he was born. Then in 2008, I started working. Yeah, I must have bought Mwape something. Mwape or my ex-husband. I must have bought them something.
Ah, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Showing love, eh? Are you a morning person or a night owl?
In what sense?
In every sense of the word. Are you a morning person?
I'm a night owl. I
Night
rarely
owl.
sleep. Sometimes I have insomnia.
Okay.
I stay up a lot, thinking, planning, plotting, scrolling, judging.
What is your most proud
Laughing.
achievement? What is your most proud achievement in
My
life?
son.
Wow.
My son.
That's sweet, though. That's really sweet. Mutale, it's been nice having you on That Zed Podcast.
No, but
I'm
you need
really
to
humbled
say-
that you came through, eh?
And I just got my mojito. I'm not going anywhere. Excuse me.
I'm really humbled
Hello.
that you came through. Even though your makeup session took like 3 hours and all, but thanks a lot for coming through. I'm really humbled. This has been episode 3 of That Zed Podcast with Mutale Mwanza. It's been lit.
I know.
Any
But
shout outs you want to do?
I want to give
You
a
always
shout
have a
out.
shout out, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to.
Shut up.
I want to give a shout out to my partner.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to my son, Hancho, my mom. I want to give a shout out to the M Nation. And of course, MM Media. I want to give a shout out to Serena and Xavier, who are going, they're studying using the Mutale Mwanza scholarship.
Wow.
And I want you guys to continue.
How many people are you actually funding on that thing, eh?
It's 2 for
2.
now. Yeah.
Is the number going to be growing every year? Or
I
what?
hope so. I pray
Great stuff,
so.
man.
I pray that God gives me more money so I can send more people to school, more opportunities and more endorsements so that I can even utilize them, at least even just to send people to school. I also want to give a shout out to Jeremiah, my son. Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's That Zed Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, That Zed Podcast ZM. Facebook as well, That Zed Podcast. You can follow me as well at DJK Plus ZM.
Can I drink
on
now?
Instagram.
Can I drink?
Yes,
This is
you
a
can.
virgin mojito, by
And
the way.
please don't do anything that we have to apologize for later on.
No, it's a virgin mojito, guys. Thank you.
Peace.
That Zed Podcast. Zed Podcast. Zambian conversations worth having. We talk to Zambian movers and shakers, the change makers, the achievers. We also discuss interesting topics. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube, That Zed Podcast. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Listen to That Zed Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Anchor. That Zed Podcast. Zambian conversations worth having. Hosted by K+.
It's K plus, baby.